Good afternoon, everybody. It is meteorologist Adrian's weather forecast, and welcome back to another video, guys. This is going to be another update on the severe weather for parts of the South Central, stretching to part all the way to Midwest. So yeah, guys, we have some new tornado warnings for parts of northern parts of Texas. We have severe thunderstorm warnings, and then we have some possible flash flood watches. So let's just get with the video, guys. So this is what it's looking like for we have severe thunderstorm warnings and watches. But this is what it's looking like right now. So we have flash flood watches stretching all the way to parts of the Michigan area, and then all the way to Texas area. We have some flash flood watches right here in the circles where we had the worst part of the storm so far. In this pinkish kind of color, kind of pinkish brownish color together, we have severe thunderstorm watches. In this orange color right here for parts of the southern counties of Oklahoma and northern counties of Texas, we have severe thunderstorm warnings. And then these two counties in the red, we have tornado warnings. So this is what we really need to watch out so far. So far, no tornado watches, only warnings, tornado warnings. We have some flood warnings for some areas. There's a lot of rain is going to start to come in for parts of these areas. So we have flood warnings, flood advisories. But yeah, we have a lot of flood-related or severe weather-related advisories for here, and then we actually have a lot stretching of possible special weather statements for parts of the Ohio Valley. But we have a lot to talk about, guys. So let's check out the radar, guys. So we're gonna have quite a lot of waves of the storm. So this was seen right now. A really heavy band for parts of north central Arkansas, and really heavy bands of severe thunderstorms for parts of the Oklahoma area. But as we move more into the overnight areas, we have a big band of severe weather for parts of the Dallas area. And then we have a second band of smaller areas of rain with the severe weather for parts of near the Missouri and Kansas border. We're going to have some really strong thunderstorms pile up for parts of the north central part of Texas near the Oklahoma border. We're going to have some possible rain showers in front of it. So if you're getting affected by those rain showers, it is coming your way. It's going to take a weird turn to the southeast. It's going to hit parts of the Dallas area, going to move into the Louisiana area right here for parts of Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana. Really high numbers right here for possible severe weather. Another band for parts of Oklahoma and northern Texas as it leaves. And if you're not getting affected by this, if you're way north up there, you're going to have possible heavy bands too related to the storm. But the strongest is going to be right here for the part of the north central part of Texas. Going to take a plunge to the south, bring for parts of more into the areas with the farms and the lands as we get into the Louisiana area. Possible really heavy thunderstorms right here in this heavy band. We have a lot of rain actually right after this. A lot of rain associated with this. Possible parts of Oklahoma, northern Arkansas, parts of Missouri, Illinois have possible severe weather. But mostly going to be rain. It's going to be the lightest will be in those areas, but the heaviest will be in the Texas area. And then that band goes away and moves way up north into parts of the Arkansas and Missouri area. But another heavy band starts here. You see that low pressure system starting to form. Going to bring possible severe weather for parts of the central Texas area. And then another low pressure system starts to come in as it gets more into the later tomorrow areas. Really strong thunderstorms as we go into the southern parts of Texas. Going to bring some heavy bands again up to the north parts of Oklahoma, more into northern Texas and part of the eastern part of Oklahoma, and that's going to bring some really heavy rain. It's going to bring a heavy band stretching into parts of the southern part of Texas, and then for parts of the northern Texas, southern Oklahoma, and Kansas. And that's as far as I can go in this radar, guys. That covered a couple of days. So this was looking like day one, guys. So as we go into the evening and overnight hours, we're going to have what this is looking like. So we're actually let me just start with the marginal risk, guys. It's really crazy, stretching all the way to New York, guys, to parts of the Mexico border. That's how much rain is going to be associated with this. And just if you're not in this heaviest part of it, doesn't mean you're not going to get rain with this part, as those heavy bands actually stretching parts of the Ohio Valley too. We have two parts of the north and parts of the south. But the biggest threat again is the south. So that's including parts of Indianapolis, Columbus, Memphis, Erie, Washington D.C. actually in the marginal risk too. So the slight chance is quite a big, quite big today, bigger than we expected it to be. Shreveport actually going to get some severe weather, so northern Louisiana and southern Arkansas might get some, or going to get some severe weather. Kylene, Texas, Norman, Oklahoma, Lawton, and Round Rock, Texas. An enhanced risk now. We weren't supposed, or yesterday didn't look like there was going to be enhanced risk, but now there is. It's getting for major cities like Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, Plano, and Garland. A very wide area for the enhanced risk from 8 million people. So 8 million people are under this enhanced risk. Possible severe weather, large hail, very heavy winds, possible isolated tornadoes too. So it's going to say risk of severe weather will continue through this evening across parts of North Texas and extreme southern parts of Oklahoma. Risk for large hail, locally damaging winds, tornado or two will continue to evolve with spread expansion of convection across the southern plains region to continue this afternoon and evening. So as it's going to overnight hours, we're going to have some really strong thunderstorms start to develop for parts in the north central part of Texas. Let's get into tomorrow as we saw it moves. That heavy band that's going to hit today is going to form and move into the more into the north, and then that low pressure system is going to form again and bring a smaller chance of severe weather, but again a slight chance stretching for parts of Indianapolis. Indianapolis can have some severe weather. I believe Louisville can get some severe weather. Parts of Missouri, just north of Memphis, and then a big blob for marginal risk actually stretching from all the way to Philadelphia, actually all the way to parts of El Paso, Texas. We have a lot of cities under this marginal risk, so it's going to stretch a lot. A lot of the U.S. can get some affected by the storm. Washington, D.C., Oklahoma City, Baltimore, Memphis, Columbus, Ohio. We have Little Rock is in there. Tulsa, Oklahoma is in there. Cleveland's in there. Let's go to day 3 as we saw that last severe weather move into the Texas area. Not going to have that big of a threat. It's only a marginal getting parts of just Houston, San Antonio, Fort Worth. So that's what it's looking like then. Let's check out the amount of rain, because this is going to be there's going to be crazy amounts of rain and just associated with one storm. So that's why we had these flood warnings, flood advisories, flash flood warnings, I believe will be in effect for some areas as we move into tonight. But as we go all the way into Sunday, when those 3 systems start to move in, we're going to have a lot of rain associated with that one storm that's happening right now. This is going to be the heavy band. You can just see it. It's where this circle is where you can see the heaviest band is just out of it. Can get maybe just 1.5 inches and less than 1 inch. But it's going to be right here. It's where that have that heaviest band of rain, including parts of Dallas, Little Rock. We can have near the northeastern part of Texas can have the most amount of rain for Texas, and then the really upper north part of Arkansas can have a lot of rain. Parts of Austin can actually get up to 3.5 inches. Dallas can get up to 6.5 inches. A lot of rain, especially for the east of the metro area for Dallas. A lot of rain. And you have splotches right here, one there, and another splotch for really heavy rain right here actually. And then we have a really big splotch and really heavy rain for northern Arkansas can actually get to maybe 7 3/4 of an inch. So that's really close to 8 inches, guys. Memphis can get up to 2 inches. Northern Mississippi can get quite a bit of rain. The southern part of Oklahoma can have the most amount of rain. In Tulsa, there you're probably just going to get 1 inch or less. But again, the heaviest amount is going to be right here in this heavy band. Let's check out now parts of the upper areas that are going to get hit by this rain. If you're in here in the northeast or at Ohio Valley, you want to see how much rain you're getting. Here you go. So we have a heavy band just curving like this. Near the Arkansas area, it just curves. That's where we're gonna have the most amount of rain. For northern Kentucky, can have up to 2 inches or 3.5 inches. Pittsburgh can get 1.8 inches. Upstate New York can actually have maybe 2.5 inches. Near southern Missouri can actually maybe get up to maybe possibly 4.5 inches. Right on that really southern part of Missouri. The southern part of Indiana and Illinois can actually stretch for maybe about 1.5 inches to maybe possibly 2, guys. So that's what's looking like now for that rain. But let's check out the Cape now, guys. The Cape is going to be very, very high, guys. And I mean very, very high. We're going to get into the 5,000 joules per kilogram, guys. Let me just zoom in right into the areas that are going to have the most amount of energy, guys. And it's going to be really bad, guys. We have 5,000. That's like the highest I've seen so far. Right here near Wichita Falls is actually under 4,300. But if you move west of Wichita Falls, you have 5,000, 5,300, 5,500, guys. 5,600 joules per kilogram, guys, near the Wichita Falls area, guys. That is a lot of energy right there. So just be careful, guys. I know you're probably thinking, why am I being so overdragged? That is crazy. 5,200, Lawton, 4,900, Duncan is 4,800. Very high numbers, widespread all over the place. We have 4,600 for parts of the western part of Texas. We have San Angelo under 3,600, 4,300 for parts of the western part of Texas. And then the southern part, we have 4,500, 4,000, 4,300. There's just a big band of just pure energy for the Cape stretching in like this. Probably has some possible tornadoes in these areas, actually. Dallas is going to be at one of their highest they've had this year, 4,400. South of there, 4,600. The highest amount will be in the southern part of Oklahoma and northern part of Dallas, or northern part of Texas, sorry. Wichita Falls is going to get really high numbers, 5,100. Near Denton, 4,800, 4,900 near the border, 5,100. Let's get more into 8 o'clock in the night. So it calms down just a bit, but still very high numbers. If we go north of Dallas, we can actually have 4,400, 4,300, 3,900. Dallas is going to be at 3,600. Wichita Falls is going to be really high at 4,000, guys. Now we get more to the Oklahoma area, 4,200, 4,000. Near the northern part of Texas, we had the 3,900. And these are going to stretch more widespread. We have parts of northern Louisiana near Shreveport can have 3,200. Northern Mississippi, 2,300. Western Arkansas, 3,500, 3,700. And so the biggest amounts will actually be near the Wichita Falls area in Texas. Let's get to 2 p.m. tomorrow, actually. So 2 p.m. we're going to have widespread all the way to parts of Kentucky. Really rare to see, so the highest numbers in Kentucky this early, 2,800. Northern Tennessee, 3,300. Memphis, 2,000 or 3,100. Northern Arkansas, 3,500. Let's move it. This is going to be just a pure band of a lot of energy and severe thunderstorms. So they're going to have very severe weather with this heat like this, and the amount of energy with the heat that's going to produce really nasty thunderstorms. Central Louisiana, 2,900. Really high numbers now near the San Angelo area. This energy starts to move a lot more south. San Angelo under 3,600, 4,300 south of that area. Big Spring going to be the biggest amount so far of the year, 4,600. 4,500 right here, 4,600. We actually have a possible tornado right here. We had that possible heat index start to get in with that cold. So yeah, it's gonna be more. It's gonna start to leave that Oklahoma area. It's gonna get more into the southern part of Texas compared to where it was like near the Wichita Falls area. Then it dips a lot more south by tomorrow 8 o'clock. Waco, Texas, 3,300. Dallas is going to be at 2,800. We have 3,700, 3,800, 3,000. We have quite some high numbers. Go to 11 p.m. tomorrow. It starts to calm down a bit more. Dallas, 2,300. And then the highest amounts will be in the western part of Texas. And then we'll have another system to bring in some really high numbers on Friday. But it's not going to be as crazy as we saw today and tomorrow. So, guys, really high numbers. We have 5,300s, 5,500s. Those are the highest I've ever seen, ever. That's the highest I've ever seen that. So, guys, really be careful out there. Really strong thunderstorms, guys. So, yeah. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. I'm really trying to get to 1K, guys. I really appreciate if you guys subscribe to me. If you know anybody that's going to be in the severe weather, please share them the video, guys, because they probably need to watch this, guys. So, yeah, see you guys in the next video, and bye.